It can take 30 kilos of raw wool to make a single Moroccan rug. Women tie each knot by hand, one row at a time. Instead of using guides, they work from their imagination.
ملي كنديروا الزربيه كنعبروا على المشاعر ديالنا وعلى الحياه ديالنا. كل زربيه عندها قصه ديالها.
When sold online, authentic rugs can cost over $2,000, but the women who make them often receive the least profit. The most Fadma has sold a rug for? $600. Most of the profits are taken by middlemen who buy the rugs from artisans and sell them for several times more in big markets. Authentic rugs also compete with knockoffs made outside of Morocco.
لا ما فراسيس واش كاين شي زربيه تتقلد الزربيه ديال المغرب على برا حتى قلتيها ليا وملي سمعت هاد الخبر حسيت بشي نقصان.
Today, dozens of cooperatives are working together to fight for a fair wage. We went to Morocco to find out why these artisans struggle to earn a profit while the rugs are so expensive. Deep in the Atlas Mountains, there are thousands of artisans weaving rugs like this. They've been woven throughout Morocco for centuries by Amazigh tribes.
وهذا الشكل هذا راه صعيب بزاف وغاليين بزاف.
Fadma has been making rugs her whole life. She says weaving is much more than just a job.
ملي كنت انا صغيره كنجلس حدا امي تنشوف كيفاش تدير كيفاش تنج وكيفاش تدير الزربيه.
Her day starts with making bread. Besides weaving, the women here are responsible for childcare and household chores. Artisans use wool from local sheep, but there's a lot of work to do before this wool is ready to weave. Raw wool starts out like this. Artisans carry the wool to a nearby river to wash it, removing any dirt or debris. Once the wool dries, artisans spin it into yarn. These large combs untangle the fibres in a process called carding. Artisans spin the wool 2 times, combining threads for a sturdier result. It's patient work, but Fadma says working together makes it more enjoyable.
كنتعاونوا بعضياتنا حيت كل وحده فينا لاش تعرف ما يمكن لك حيت صعيب ما يمكن لكش دير بوحدك العمليه. الا تجمعنا تتولي واحد الفرحه عاوتاني وما كنحسوش بالتعب وبالخدمه كنخدموا بعضياتنا ونشطوا وناكلوا كنخدموا مزيان وكتجينا لقينا ديك الساعه راه ماشي بحال الا كنتي بوحدك.
These women are part of the taznakhte cooperative, one of around 50 in the region. Their aim is to help each other weave and to sell rugs directly, cutting out the middlemen.
صعيب دير التعاون يا ويني كتبغي شويه الصبر من بعد داك الشيء ديال الجرا وهذا تتولي نتيجه تفرح الا تجمعتي مع صحاباتك وهذا تيولي شويه الفرح.
Having several artisans is especially useful when weaving a large rug. They measure out the length and hammer 2 stakes into the ground. Artisans walk the yarn back and forth dozens of times to start the rug. The rest of the rug is woven into this base. From here, artisans unravel the yarn and attach it to the loom. This marks the start of weeks of work. Moroccan rugs are thick, soft, and durable, thanks to the wool from local mountain sheep. The Bach has around 300 sheep and goats. He shears them in March and sells most of the wool to weavers.
بالنسبه للزربيه الوزقيتيه كاين اولا المورد الطبيعي اللي هو الصوف ديال سيروه اللي هو فيه الخرفان الصغار والزغبه طويله وفيه دوك الخرفان احسن صوف في المغرب وثالث جوده من ناحيه الصوف في العالم من بعد نيوزيلندا واستراليا. بالنسبه للطبيعي هو اللي غلا تخدم باليد الصوفه.
The Bach sells his wool for around $10 per kilogram.
صعيبة السرح، صعيب كلشي، خصنا الماء والعلف غالي، كلشي غالي والجبولة كيطلع مع الجبولة طلعوا هبط، نطلبوا الله يرحمنا كلشي الجبولة غالي، الجبولة قاصحين.
Back at the cooperative, artisans are busy dyeing the wool. They use natural ingredients that create rich and varied colours. Artisans mix alum stones in boiling water to help the yarn absorb the dye. Fatma uses ingredients like rosemary and henna. She uses pomegranate peel to make yellow. Keeping track of what the raw materials cost and factoring that into the price of a rug is another challenge. Artisans who use natural dyes instead of chemical dyes need more raw materials. And some of these ingredients, like madder, a root used for red dye, are expensive when bought in large amounts. This dyed yarn forms Fatma's palette of colours that she weaves into the base to form a design. When all the materials are ready, Fatma starts to weave.
المرحلة اللي صعيبة هو المنسج، هو العقدة اللي صعيبة في المنسج، في الزربية كاع.
Each knot is tied individually, one row at a time. After decades of practice, Fatma is able to quickly weave dyed yarn through the base.
كنديروا الحاشية صافي كنخدموا وكنخدموا الزربية خيط بخيط. كنديروا داك الخيط